Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Welcome to another Swordline Factor video because we do have another new banner, which is the Fairy Tale selection order. And you can see it is a guaranteed banner. So every time you're spending 2,500 Arcana Gem for a multi, you're always guaranteed to get 1 4-star. And this one is only featuring skill core that are legend or fairy tale theme, use fantasy, story and stuff. And if we take a look on the duration of this banner, you can see it lasts till the 5th of December, and that is more than a month. So that is a really long duration, meaning you can now wait and see what other banner is coming. So if you really want to pull this one, but you were unsure what other banner is coming, that means you can just wait to see what other banner is coming. We do have, like, for example, 8th anniversary, which is pretty soon, or not soon, in like 4 weeks from now. Then we have birthday banners coming and more banners, so this is a really good if you want to see what other banners coming. And of course we do have other skills, some are good, some are bad, which we're gonna take a look. But you can see there are some full burst, some really good passes, some debuff, and some stacking support, and of course a mod skill. And in this banner there are about 24 skill core, I believe 24, and you can see the drop rate 0.16, which is really good. But it really depends what you're looking for, right? 16-17%, not bad. I mean 0.17, 0.16, yeah. So let's have a look on the skills that you get on this banner. The first one is Alluring Girl Kahara, which is a passive skill, which gives you Earth Element and also additional damage, which is pretty bad. You don't really care about this one. Beautiful Dance Sachi, use a normal support skill that recover your HP, which you don't really care, but it has a nice switch gate, but this one is bad. Pure Dance Circa, another passive that gives you holy damage and also more attack if your HP is above 75%, which is nice, but a better passive that is much better than this one. Enchanting Dancer Yuki, this is a support skill that can apply burn at specific rate, which is pretty bad, but this one is pretty nice. Fire Element weak 4 can be really useful to help your teammate to deal even more fire damage. But then again, we do have other skills that can be much better, they can replace this one. Inseparable Kaharo, this is a nice bow skill, mostly for this bonus here, because this one gonna be really useful, for example for GOG or any boss that have like stacking, and you can remove the stacking from it. So this one gonna be really nice where you can put it in the mod and combine it with other bow skill that also have this bonus here. So this one is mostly for the bonus, that's all. Snow Connect Yui, a pass skill that gives you additional damage and Earth Element on normal attack, pretty bad. Innocent Hardball Lifa, a mod skill with decent mod bonus, but you don't really care about this one because we have full burst and burst right now, they are much better. Snow Singer Yuna, this can be a nice support skill for yourself if you need Petrify resistance. I mean, you can get up to 70% Petrify resistance, and also if you have it on switch you can apply Frostbite, but we do have some other skill that can also apply Frostbite that can be more useful. So this one is decent to have if you don't have anything better. Black Hero King Kirito, this one is a really nice if you want to focus on defense stacking. It has your of Ice 4, defense plus 10 per stack, 3 stack for 20 seconds, so you can get up to 990 defense stack, can be really nice to have. And also when you rush you're also gaining 10 more stacks. So it's a really nice awakening with really nice defense stacking if you focus on that. Stern Termination Sachi, this one is an axe skill that focuses on fire stacking, so if you're running a spear DPS that focuses on fire, then having this one can be really nice where you gain more fire element damage, 1% per stack. The only issue is probably the animation because it's at 8 hit AoE, so it's pretty long animation. Beautiful White Queen Asana is a pass skill where you can apply Death Mark, which increase the damage to enemy by 1.1 for 12 seconds. Can be really nice if you want to help your teammate to deal even more damage, but also you're also doing more damage to enemy that weak to blunt. It can be 28%, or if your maximum break is 30, which is definitely not worth it. 80% is still fine, 28% is not bad, it's really good. As long as it has mark, so you want to apply this one, and then you are able to deal 28% more damage. Now the Princess Peach Elizabeth, this is a really good maze mod, but then again, mod skill is pretty bad. Journey of the Ocean Deep Lifa, this is a Power Rise 4, which you can get up to 900 flat attack, pretty nice, and also more attack here. And this one is reducing your defense by 4%, and also if you're using a buff that increases your max HP, your crit damage will be reduced by 300%. To the Dragon Palace Agile, this is a really nice support skill if you need more attack buff that is lasting 5 seconds. The duration is pretty bad, that means you can only use one skill that get this 39%. And other than that, you are also reducing frost element damage and slash element damage. So if you're doing slash content or frost content, please do not bring this skill, otherwise you're gonna make it worse for your teammates. Envoy of the Dragon Palace Koharo, this is a connect mace skill which do recover SP when the skill directly hits, and you can get up to 36 SP, which is pretty nice support skill. And also you are reducing damage you receive by, let's see, 45%, which is not bad. So it can be really nice if you need to slot in more mace skill to support yourself or your party. Calculation Smile Allies, this is an axe skill that focuses on dark stacking. So this one gonna be a nice support skill if you focus on dark damage, and also you're getting switch gauge 112. This is pretty good switch gauge amount. Eat or be eaten Yuki, this is a passive that is focused on poison, where you are poisoned. If you're poisoned, you're gaining attack up to 35%. Also, it helps to reduce the damage of the poison taken. And if you're using switch, you are gaining 50 stacks and also taking damage here. This one is mostly for specific player that really need to have poison on themselves. So this passive is really good for only for those that need poison on themselves. Otherwise, you don't really need this one. This is for specific player that playing around poison, so this one gonna be really good for them. Instant Battle Circa is a dagger connect skill that can apply Death Mark, which is pretty good, and also increase status element stacking on the enemy by 5, 10, 15, so you can add 30 stack on the enemy. Not only that, it also helps you to reduce element stack on yourself if you need to reduce that. I mean, you can also use Cleansing Potion to cleanse that away. So this one is not bad. You can also use it for your wind DPS. I mean, we do have the newest full burst that need wind, so this one can be really useful. You can see it's a wind one. So if you have a connect dagger, then this is your chance to get one. Keeper of the Silent Forest Yujo is an axe mod skill, really strong bonus, but at the same time, if you do have a full burst or a burst skill, it is much better than mod, because mod is bad. Innocent Detour Alice, this is a full burst sword skill that's focused on earth element. This is a really good, but at the same time it's really old, has low multiplier, still really good bonus. Your own attack increased by defense ×2, really good one, and earth element damage. If you're playing around poison, it is really good. Otherwise, you don't really need this one, so you can pretty much skip this one if you want to. Still, it's really decent full burst sword skill. If you don't have one, it can be really nice, but newer full burst that is much stronger, much better. But this one, you can still use this one, it's still fine. Heavily Leap Yuki is a support skill that's focused on lower enemy burn resistance by 3%. This is a really good one, really useful. For example, for GG, sometimes some GG boss has really high burn resistance. However, this one can help you to apply burn much easier. And also we do have some boss that also have high burn resistance. For example, floor 23, that one have also high burn resistance. So having this one can be really nice to have in your dagger set, where you can apply burn much easier. Drop Your Weapon AGL is a full burst axe skill, which is gonna be really good for any blunt water content. For example, for this upcoming GOG, you're gonna be weak to blunt water and blunt holy, so this one can be really nice to have. For example, if you look on the multiplier, this is one 4320 on a full burst. I mean, you're gonna need to limerick it, or 4960, which is not bad. Compared to the newer full burst, they have higher multiplier up to 6000. I mean, the newest one is 6200. It is a little bit weaker, but still really good to have. And also, if you do have a burst water axe skill that is much stronger than this one, then you can use this one as a support skill, where you activate the full burst and then you keep spamming with burst skill because it does more damage. So this one can be a damage dealer, but at the same time also support skill to supporting your burst skill, if your burst skill does more damage than your full burst. One away from the gold Sachi is a support skill, Axel support skill that focuses on holy stacking. So if you need holy, then this one can be nice. Holy stacking there. Holy element damage 1% per stack, 3 stack for 20 seconds, and if you're doing switch, you gain a 9 stack, which is not bad. And lastly, we do have Melody under the Moon Leafa. We don't have the image, but if you wonder how it looks like this. This one is a specific passive skill for a specific player. As you can see, if we go for it like this, when the player is started on Frostbite, attack for 2%. So this one gonna be really good for those players that are playing around Frostbite, and also help you to reduce Frostbite damage, and also increase your hit rate by 26%, because when you are getting the Ice Burn, which is the same as Frostbite but much worse, Iceburn reduce your hit rate, but with this one, it's gonna help you a little bit to get your hit rate back. So this passive is very good for a specific player that is focused on frostbite on themselves. Now the question is this banner worth summon on? Well, of course, it's gonna depend what you have and what you need. If you need some of the skills that we went through, for example, you need this Atsuna, you need this Leafa for Paralyze 4, you need this Alice for your dark damage build, then I would say yes, definitely worth it. I mean, it's at least guaranteed a 4-star, so you have a chance to get even more if you're really lucky. The value for this one is really good. Every time you're spending 2,500 Arcana Gem, you're always guaranteed to get one 4-star, so the value is good there. But if you don't need any of the skills, then you can pretty much skip. I mean, the skills are pretty old. They're like 1 year old, of course. Some skills have been power crept, and some skills you can also get them from free pulls as well. For example, you have a chance to get, not this one, for example, this one you have a chance to get on free pulls, this one as well, this one on free pulls. These, I don't think you can get on free pulls yet, but maybe in future they're gonna add that. We do have, for example, this thing here, they are in the free polls that you can get, they are in the free polls, so I have a chance to get that. So what I'm trying to say, some skill are in free polls and some skill is not. So if you don't want to spend your con gem right now because we are pretty close to 8th anniversary, then you can pretty much save your con gems. But if you do really need the skill right now, then I say, yeah, sure, go ahead. I mean, it's definitely worth it. Every time you're spending a multi, you are guaranteed at least 4-star and you have a chance to get more than 1. For new players, should you pull on this banner? Not really. I mean, if you look on the other banner, at least it's better, but for example, if you're new, you don't really need this banner, definitely do not pull this for late game. Same for this one, this is all late game. Unless you're rerolling, then you can use focus on rerolling on step 1 and try to get full burst Kirito, that's all, because Sword is much easier to build. Sanya is really nice banner if you want to build Sword. I mean, Sword probably has one of the easier one to build around, so Sanya is not bad to pull either. And then this one is only for late game. So if you're new, wonder what banners pull on, to be honest, you should rely on free pulls, that's all. Most of the banner mostly focus on late game, which you're not because you're new. Sanya is probably one of the best banners to pull as a new beginner. Same for this one, but this one is more expensive. I would say that save your con gems. If you're a new player, there will be much better banner. We do have also 8th anniversary and maybe a new banner on the Aincrad anniversary. Maybe they're gonna release a special banner that can be very good. So my recommendation for new players, save your con gems, wait a little bit, you see what other banner is coming. And for those that need specific skill from this banner, go ahead. I hope you get that specific skill. Other than that, if you still unsure if you want to pull this one, use wait. I mean, this banner has long duration. You can use wait and see what other banners. So save your account jet for now. If you're unsure what the banners pull on, we are getting more banner. So yeah, that's for me. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Take care now and bye bye.